Tinubu has signed the National Students' Loan Amendment Bill into law. The president signed the bill today in a short ceremony at the State House in the presence of the Deputy President of the Senate, Barao Jibrim, the Minister of State for Education, the Minister of State for Youth, other government officials and aides to the president. It will be recalled that President Tinubu had initially signed the student loan bill into law in June 2023 to offer financial assistance to Nigerian students in tertiary institutions. While the bill was signed earlier, its implementation has faced delays due to various issues hindering its rollout. This development came after separate considerations from the two chambers of the National Assembly Committees on Tertiary Institutions and TET Fund.
The Nigerian Customs Service has announced that it generated 1.3 trillion naira revenue in the first quarter of 2024. The Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, stated this today during a press briefing in Abuja. He noted that over 572 seizures were made with a duty paid value of 10 billion naira, adding that these demonstrate remarkable performance in revenue collection. The Comptroller General also said that 1.6 billion naira was generated through its electronic auction platform inaugurated in the first quarter of the year. The Customs Boss, however, said that the service encountered a major challenge in the fluctuations of the exchange rate regime, which is said has disrupted its activities.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC, has approved an increase in electricity tariff for customers under the Band A classification. The Vice Chairman, NEC, Musliu Osheni, said the increase will see the customers pay 225 naira kilowatt per hour from the current 66 naira. Mr. Oseni, while speaking at a press conference in Abuja today, said customers in Band A are those who enjoy 20 hours of electricity supply daily, representing 15% of the 12 million electricity customers in the country. He added that the Commission had also downgraded some customers on the Band A to Band B due to the non-fulfillment of the required hours of electricity provided by the electricity distribution company.
Safety experts have called on the government and media houses to prioritize sensitization of the public on fire safety precautions, especially in the markets areas. They said this in response to the series of incessant fire outbreaks in markets across the country. Our reporter, Joy Nwanko, examines some of the causes and preventive measures of fire outbreaks in the markets.
The frequent and reoccurrence of fire outbreaks in the market have become common and alarming. Over time, it has been switching off of electrical gadgets have been stressed. Although the safety measures have been stressed by fire experts and media houses in a bid to mitigate these fire outbursts in the market, this has raised questions among residents on why the preventive and safety measures seem to be ignored and what more can be done to decrease the rate of fire outbreaks in the state. In a chat with the BCOS News, the Secretary of the Nigerian Red Cross Society, Oyo State, Mr. Ojo Olaleye, highlighted poor waste management as a major factor that exacerbates fire outbreaks, as poorly disposed refuse can fuel the spread of deadly fires.
Some of the shops that were created or erected in the marketplaces are not a concrete structure, whereby we make use of wood to build up some shops where it's very close to the dumping site, and possibly when there is a fire from the dumping site to a shop that was built with plank, there is possibility of having an outbreak. Then also our people are not used to the use of electricity, based on the fact that electricity don't usually come on time, and they switch on some gadgets before they go home overnight, which electricity comes in again. And
also speaking with BCOS News, a fire and disaster expert, Mr. Paula Hamzat Benla, advised traders to always put off their electrical appliances whenever closing their shops for the day, as unmonitored appliances are one of the most common triggers for fire outbreaks.
When there is a fire disaster, the first thing we always advise people to do is just to evacuate yourself, especially if you are caught inside the probably your market with the number of fire services that we can call, because if you are not a professional responder, it is not advisable for you to attempt to going inside and do any. There's no miracle you can do if you are not an expert.
Safety experts urge marketers to take fire safety precautions seriously, as it will protect their lives and properties. Joy Wankwo, BCOS News.
Binance has said that its employee Tigran Gambayan, who is currently held in Nigeria, is not part of the company's management team. The crypto exchange giant clarified that Gambayan, an American, also serves as a law enforcement officer and does not have the power to make decisions. The company disclosed this in a statement sent to newsmen today. It will be recalled that in February, Gambayan and his colleague Nadine Ajawala from Binance Holdings Limited were arrested in Nigeria on suspicion of involvement in money laundering activities. Among other charges, the firm and the two employees were charged last Thursday for $35.4 million money laundering at the Federal High Court, Abuja. While Gambayan remains in custody, Ajawala escaped and fled the country.
Meanwhile, the federal government has objected to the bail application filed by the detained president of Meyeti Hala Bello Bodejo. In his application for bail, the Meyeti leader stated that the offences with which he was charged were bailable.
Due to the resurgence of terrorist attack on innocent, disclosed this in a statement, noting that the directive was part of the decision of the State Security Council meeting. He stated that the restriction of movement along the Ankara border of Samfara with Katsina State and Bimasa Samfara border with Sokoto State was to tackle the incessant kidnapping of travelers along the Sokoto-Gusau-Funtua highway. According to the commissioner, all motorists and travelers are directed to abide by the government's order, as security agencies are directed to monitor the two borders and ensure full compliance.
Crocodiles